This girl made 5 wishes on a magic box, and 5 people died around her. On the 7th wish, she would be cursed to die. The girl placed the box on the table, trying to restrain her desire, but then she remembered her dead mother. She struggles with her innermost desires, but desire overcame reason, and made up her mind that this was her last wish, and never to make another wish again. And then she made her wish, and her mother came back to life instantly. For the first time in over 10 years they were reunited. At that moment the father also came in. He brought a cake to celebrate the girl's birthday. The 3 of them were happy together. The next day, the girl went to the attic of the house. In the pile of portraits, she found a portrait of a magic box. She suddenly remembered that when she was a child, she saw her mother secretly throwing an object into the trash. She realized that the reason why her mother had killed herself, it was because of the curse of the box. At that moment, she saw her father standing under a tree. She realized the danger. She rushed down the stairs, but he died by the chainsaw. This was the price for resurrecting her mother. 1 wish and 1 person dies. This magic box is cruel. She came to me and me again. She thought of a bug to defeat the box. She made a wish to bring it all back to the day her father found the box in the rubbish. The wish was granted. It was the girl's 7th wish, but she didn't die. She wakes up and goes back in time. Her father is picking up the rubbish. She rushed downstairs before her father came over. She opened the magic box in the rubbish and put it in her school bag. She hoped that the box would never disturb her family again. To make everything start again, she went to school, gave the box to her Chinese classmates and buried it in the ground, never to see the light of day. Taking care of everything, the girl left confident, thinking things were really going the way she thought they would. But the next moment, the classmate, as promised, intended to bury the magic box, but unable to resist her curiosity, she opened her school bag. The next reincarnation is about to begin. This girl made a wish on the magic box. On the other side, her classmates began to rot. The backs of her feet, her thighs, and her face were all spared. The box granted the girl's wish, punishing the girl she hated. The girl was not satisfied. She picked up the box and continued to make wishes. She made Jack, the schoolboy next door, fall in love with her, and it came true again. Jack dumped his schoolgirl the next day. He started hitting on girls. It's a great feeling to have a dream come true. But just now, the girl's uncle slipped and fell in the bathtub. He died at home. This is another power of the box. It can grant a person's wish, but the price is the accidental death of someone close to them, who can be alone in the face of desire. The girl is unaware of the side effects of the grind. She continues to make wishes. The day he and his father saw the news of his uncle's death, leaving an inheritance of tens of billions, but she knows that she will not get her share of the inheritance, even if it was 1%. The girl was disappointed, so she made another wish. I wish my uncle would leave me his inheritance, and sure enough, it came true again. The girl became rich overnight. She moved into a multi-million-dollar mansion, and her father got a luxury car. The girl's life had changed forever. Shopping, spas, food, the list goes on. But then the side effects of the box come into play. One night, the girl's best neighbor is cooking dinner, but the drain is blocked. She reaches down to unclog it. At that moment, the water is boiling. She turned to turn it off. She accidentally touches the switch. Her hair was instantly caught in the drain. The neighbor tried to turn it off, but her hair was stuck in the drain. She couldn't move her body at all. After a struggle, the scalp was ripped off alive. This is a wish box. Every time you make a wish, 1 person dies. The first to suffer was the big yellow dog he had kept for years. Then came the uncle and the neighbor who was so distressed, but the girl doesn't take it personally. She thinks these are just accidents. In order to grant more wishes, she started searching the internet for information about the box. It was all in Chinese. I couldn't understand it at all, so I asked a classmate who knew Chinese for advice. His sister is a little magician. She knows a lot about Chinese. He looked up Baidu. He found out that this magic box has been around for 100 years, but the strange thing is, everyone who had owned the box had died. None of them survived. Sister sent the ancient text on the grind to a Chinese expert. The girl went home first to wait for news. On the way home, he saw his father still collecting rubbish. This made her feel very ashamed. After all, they all live in luxury houses now. They drive luxury cars. When he got home, he once again wished upon the magic box. He wished that his father would become an artist. The box granted his wish. That night his father was like a god in the sky. He sang and danced so well, he made his best friend blush. At the same time, the price of the box came. The sister of a classmate learns the secret of the box. The words on it are actually a spell. Every time a wish is made, a person dies. When the owner makes a wish for the 7th time, the curse would kill the wisher. The sister wanted to call the girl to tell her the news, but the phone suddenly went dead. Lightning flashed in the sky. She went back inside. It was pitch black. It was eerie. She groped her way through the darkness. Suddenly her foot slipped, and her sister became a sacrifice for her wish. The next day a classmate told the girl about the curse of the box and her sister's death, but she didn't think so. She thought it was all nonsense. After all, he had tasted the changes brought about by the box. He had already tasted it. That day, the girl was again discriminated against by her classmates at school. She was very unhappy. When she returned, she made another wish on the box. She wished she could be the most popular person in school. And again and again and again her wish came true. That night, she was invited to her classmates' party. The girl was like a star. She was welcomed by everyone, but you have to pay back what you've earned. 3 days later, the lift breaks down. Her best friend died in front of her. The girl panics. She began to believe that the curse might be real. She has 2 wishes left. What will the girl do?